Well, he's big and black, and this is little and black, but he still fits quite nicely because I had a Mini and couldn't believe all the headroom I had.
Yes, I do fit, because that's the first question people ask at our height. Do you fit in it? And I love to say no. I actually bought a car I can't fit in, and I just push it around.
That's it. I bought it so I could look at it.
Yeah.
That's it. So the Coupe, this is the Mini,
This is
and it's the Coupe, which is the 2-seater version, and it looks like it's wearing a little baseball cap. You got the color matching thing going on, but
Yeah.
I've seen the other ones with the blue one and the silver top, and it's got a little baseball hat it wears.
It wears a backwards baseball cap, and it's a Mini, so of course you can order any color combination you want. So you can get like black with a red top, or blue with a silver top, or
And you can do it online, and then you can like follow the
you follow it
progress
being
of
built.
of your car online. Yeah. It's insane.
And I did that. I did the whole thing. I had one laid out in black and red, and they were like, you could do that, and it's going to take 5 months to get it. Or we have a black on black with silver stripes on the lot. And I was like, I'm okay with that. Black on black with silver.
Stripes can be changed, right? You know, I know Adam's been a big fan of the Mini Cooper for a while, but the one that he likes was the GP version, which was that gray one with the red mirrors, and they're bringing that back, and they're testing it now, and it's going to be like 20 seconds faster around the ring than the last one was. It's going to be nuts.
Oh, you're talking about the one they did with no back seat?
No back
Yeah.
seat,
And
and
yeah,
just
that
a
was the
strut
full
tower
race
brace on it.
Yeah.
And you know, all I ever said about that car is, well, one, I thought it looked cool.
Yeah.
And B, I was like, look, I had a bone stock Mini Cooper S, and it was fun, a lot of fun. And that car, I think, when I had it, had like 168 horsepower or something like that. The GP had, I think, 210 horsepower, and they got about 200 pounds out of it.
Yeah.
And so I just kept thinking about my car with another 50 horsepower minus 200 pounds, and I thought my car was fun where it was at, the weight, horsepower back then. I can't imagine how much fun that GP would be. I see them on eBay every once in a while. I'm kind of tempted. I only made like 337 of those.
I think they made it. They wanted to see if it would work, and it does. And now they're going to make a new one. It's going to be nuts.
When is Mini going to an all-wheel drive?
They only have it on the
Club something?
The
Countryman.
the Countryman.
Countryman is an all-wheel drive.
It is.
SUV.
And they are coming out
Mini.
with a John Cooper Works version of
Yeah,
the
they're coming out
Countryman.
with a John Cooper.
And it's
Oh,
supposed to
really?
be- yeah.
Countryman.
Because right now the Countryman, compared to, for Mini owners, it's a little big and heavy because they really didn't change the horsepower much, and it feels heavy and big for a Mini. But so they're going to try to spice it up with a JCW package, which should be kind
But
of
it's
fun.
going to be the same JCW engine that's in this.
I believe so.
So that's why this is fun.
And they went from a supercharger to a turbocharger on this car.
And pumped up the horsepower. What kind of power you said this was making
207 horsepower, and then you get 211 on overboost.
Overboost.
Yeah.
It's that 4 horsepower that makes
It's
the
the
difference.
4 horsepower that make it worth the extra 10 grand. No, the other thing I love about this thing, Brembos.
Yeah,
on all the corners. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, genuine Brembos. So not only does it go quick, it stops quick. I mean, this is the car. What I love about this car is, we were talking about supercars. They're a blast, but when you're driving around in LA traffic and you want to play, like, you can't play with an R8, you can't play with a Porsche Turbo. With a Mini, you can have a ball just in traffic,
It's fun, it works, it's ergonomically incredibly designed, and it's solid for a little car. Like the door shut, feels very German and very solid. And the other thing they don't really talk about, when a car is 20-30% smaller than another car, the parking spaces, the sort of threading the needle where you're trying to get through the parked cars to turn right while everyone's piled up at the light, little situations like that. That little sort of, that thing where you pull up to the parking lot, and if you're driving an SUV, that parking space is no good, you won't be able to open your door. This thing, really, you wouldn't think about it, and you wouldn't really factor it in, but the world is your oyster. Like,
it's
you get
convenient.
a lot
You can put it
more
anywhere.
places to park and a lot more you can do. It's not like having a motorcycle, but I'm telling you, if having a motorcycle is on one end of the spectrum and driving a Suburban is on the other end of the thing, this thing's somewhere in the middle.
Yeah,
It's
well,
got
it's closer to the
wheels.
bike end.
Yeah, I mean, you can kind of zip around town in this thing.
You can park it anywhere, and it's got the other thing amazing about it is the room inside.
Yeah.
And I do not know how many engineers do it, but they put more room in a little tiny car than you can imagine. The difference from the S to the JCW is, I think, about $6,000.
Yeah.
And for that, you get the upgraded engine, you get upgraded suspension, upgraded brakes, and then the interior, you get all the all the electronics, bells and whistles.
That's very small turbocharger.
Yeah, but it's a little tiny engine. I mean,
now normally we ask people to fire it up, but do we really have to fire this
yes,
up?
you do. You got to fire it up. I don't even know why you keep asking.
Fire it up. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it just yet. I'll do some. I'll probably do some work on it. Probably suspension and handling. You know, I might do the turbo boost. When they were supercharged, it was easy.
It's easier to do
because you just change the pulley. And
this
you
might be able to just do it
power.
electronically.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit it.
It's a fun car.
It actually got a good little sound to it.
And you know, the thing that's great about this car is you feel like you're driving it. It's the only front wheel drive car I've ever liked.
The little wing comes up and down.
Did you notice the spoiler that comes up?
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, give you a little more downforce for the car that's front wheel drive.
Downforce, otherwise she'll just take off.
I'd say you weighing more than the car is enough to keep you on the ground, Alonzo. All right, Alonzo, give us the podcast one more time.
Alonzo Bodden's Who's Paying Attention.
Alonzo Bodden, Who's Paying Attention, and we love Alonzo, so if you love us, you share the love, and you check out Alonzo's podcast. So, until next time, this is Adam Carolla for Matt D'Andrea, Alonzo Bodden saying, keep the air in the spare and the bag in the wheel.